Welcome everybody, or Guten Tag everybody, to Bad Potato Salad Halloween edition. My name's Derek and I'm going to be your host for tonight's show. If you're wondering what this show is, welcome to Bad Potato Salad, the show where Mike and I judge random strangers on the internet. Our beautiful wives, even more beautiful today, read us two headlines. I'm not there yet, Kendall, but I appreciate you waving. Read us two headlines that they find across Reddit. Mike and I choose which one we think will be the funniest to blind react to. Then we blind react to that story. Now, the people reading us the stories, Guten Tag.
Hello.
Guten Tag.
Guten Tag.
We have a German
Beer wench
and
Playboy Bad Bunny.
a Playboy Bad Bunny. And if you're wondering who does the show with me, it's this gentleman right here, the world-renowned Mike. Holy shit.
Yeah, hi. Yeah, it's great to be here.
If anybody has a furry fetish, I'm so sorry for this right now. So this is what we do. We have Mike had a moment where he is a furry, and we are drinking. We hope you're drinking too, because if you're here right now, please rate, review, subscribe anywhere podcasts are available. We are gonna have a great Halloween edition of Bad Potato Salad, and we are going to kick it off and be right. And are you okay? What the hell?
Yeah, good to go. That was hot.
What are you now?
I am a
ostrich handler.
Hold on. Okay.
Yeah, something. I don't know. Yeah, it's obvious what I am, Derek. Shocked you had to ask.
I just love that is that your natural hair? I didn't know Justin Bieber. You always have a hat on.
Yeah, this is the natural look, natural color. So yeah, I thought we'd go natural for this one.
You look a little bit like Ellen DeGeneres right now. Really? Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. She looks manlier than you, but I mean,
I feel like it's
fair.
more Bieber.
Thank
it
you.
is more Bieber. You're right.
you.
You're right. Kendall, kick us off with two stories.
I'm ready.
I
Okay.
love this so much. Please have fun with us today, and also if you're not rating, review, and subscribing at this point of the podcast, please do that. We have gone all out for you this time, so please show us some love.
This is for you, people.
This is for the people of the internet.
Okay. Am I overreacting about my son and his school friends' group Halloween costume?
Okay.
Or am I the asshole for telling my boyfriend that I don't care about his opinion on my Halloween costume?
Interesting.
Let's do the second one.
The second one? Yeah. Yeah, because, I mean, the kids one could be offensive, but it also could just be like, oh, they're just kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
right.
The boyfriend one is a...
Second one. Okay.
Boyfriend one is...
Gotcha. Am I the asshole for telling my boyfriend that I don't care about his opinion on my Halloween costume? My 21 female...
My 21
I know.
female.
I know.
it's
Mess
so
it up.
weird.
You know what?
is.
Yeah.
I'm 21 female. My boyfriend, 20 male, does not like my Halloween costume. Halloween is coming up, and my friends and I decided that we wanted to dress up as fairies. Halloween is the one day that it is okay for people to dress scandalously, and we were taking full advantage. My friends and I ordered lace bodysuits with different patterns.
Slutty fairies.
When did the tooth fairy get a butt plug?
I actually can answer that.
Mine specifically was green with gold trim and butterflies all over it. Very cute.
Very cute.
And the whole outfit consists of the bodysuit, sheer tights, plastic leaves on vines, jewelry, sandals, wings, and pointed ears.
Sounds beautiful.
Yeah. Sounds just like a fairy.
Yeah.
I told my boyfriend about my Halloween costume, and he immediately said that he does not want me to wear the costume. I told him that he has no say in what I wear. He was not happy and told me that I should have asked him about my costume before purchasing it.
What?
He kept...
Yeah.
Well, yeah. They're young, 21 and 20.
That's true.
Like,
That's
they don't-
fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
He kept saying that I am disrespecting him by wearing this outfit in front of other people, even though he would be with me the entire night.
Oh, he's gonna be there, and it bothers him.
Yeah. I feel like that would be
Yeah,
more
right.
incentive. Like, wear something
Yeah.
scandalous
Yeah.
because I want to see you
I
in that
get
in
to
public.
look.
Yeah.
I assumed he wasn't there. Okay,
Right.
That's weird.
I finally told him that I do not care about his opinion on my outfit choice and that I would be wearing it anyway.
Yeah. Girl
her.
power.
He and I can usually settle an argument pretty quickly, but this one lasted for days. I still do not think that he should have any say on what I wear, and I still plan to wear the fairy costume. However, I fear that I was too outspoken. Am I the
That's man, that's a tough one because like okay, I get so from his perspective, he is insecure. He's definitely insecure about the what are we
Oh, I was like, I literally could not figure out what was happening. I was like, does he not understand that we're like this?
I was
Me
no,
too.
I was so
What were you guys talking about?
I was so confused as to what was happening. Like we were trying to act as if nothing happened because I was like maybe Mike has to poop or
I
something.
was like, what is going on?
and
Why
then,
is he leaving?
I was trying to make it smoother, but it was.
yeah, it's really
You're
hard when you have
wearing
an
an
ostrich
ostrich.
just attached to you.
Be surprised. Be surprised.
He's probably.
That's better.
Is this better?
Yeah.
There goes all of our views. There's all of our male viewership is out the window now. Because Alana, cover up as well. We'll
Yeah.
just ruin the whole show.
I'm already covered.
No, you're not.
I'm Mrs. Claus, basically.
Stop it.
Oktoberfest.
So he's probably insecure because he doesn't want other men looking at her, giving her attention, and then she may feel a certain way about that attention, and then she kind of like gravitates towards them. Is my thought on it. But if you're gonna be there,
Yeah.
like
That's bizarre if you're going to be there.
yeah,
It would
have
bother you.
fun with it.
Yeah. Unless he hates fairies. We don't know that. Like maybe it wasn't that it was like over sexual, that he just hates fairies.
Maybe his uncle dressed up as a tooth fairy one year. It's like, let me tickle you.
Yeah. But I didn't lose a tooth. I know.
Oh, now I get it.
What do you guys think?
No, she's not the asshole. She shouldn't care. She should do whatever she wants.
Yeah,
That's
I
not.
agree.
Yeah.
I mean, she wasn't going naked.
It's the one night a year.
It's
Right.
like Mean Girls.
It's like Mean Girls. Yeah, I was just gonna say it's the one night a year that you
Girls can dress up
whatever
as
you want.
sluts.
Girl world, Halloween is the one night a year when a girl can dress like a total slut and no other girls can say anything about it.
Just so you guys know, you could do it every night of the year. Let's be clear. That's 300. We've changed. That's
I
365.
was going to say, we are equality here.
Yeah.
We've never said just do that once a year and
No.
then stop doing that. Like,
Yeah.
if you guys want to do that all the time, we support you.
Yeah.
Because we're feminists.
Yeah, we really are.
Yeah.
And we love fairies.
And boobs. Mostly boobs. Yeah. If I never saw a fairy, if you had to choose, you can never see a fairy again or boobs again. Which one?
Again?
Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, I don't have yeah, I mean, maybe I don't know. I've never seen a fairy. That would be
That's also fair.
that's true.
That's also
There
fair.
you go.
I do love that Halloween is the one time of year where everyone's just like, no, I'm a nurse. I'm like, well, you're assholes. My copay.
yeah,
kind
I
of
would go to the
nurse?
doctor way more if they dressed like that. Yeah.
You know, I can in one sentence tell you about the other one too, and just get your opinion on it.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay. This lady and jeez, hold on. This man's son wants to dress up as the World Trade Center and a plane.
Oh, of course.
Why is that offensive?
Yeah, I mean, he's celebrating the build.
He said the mom says he's overreacting, so that's why I thought that was interesting.
I mean, it's okay. Comedy is tragedy plus time.
True?
You know what I mean? How much time?
Has it been long
How
enough?
much time?
I can't remember when it happened.
Mike, you were never supposed to forget. It's the whole slogan.
Yeah, I know.
Never forget.
That's what
It was
makes it
September
worse.
14th,
Yeah.
1990s.
No, so
97.
he wanted to wear it to like a school event?
Yeah,
or-
it said it was a school event, but it doesn't say their ages or anything.
Yeah,
It
but
just
to be
was-
fair, at a school event, you
school.
probably would be getting in trouble for that.
100%.
Yeah.
Like that's the dad's probably like, I have to deal with this. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's funny, but like I have to deal with this.
Also, where were they? I feel like it would play better in certain parts of the country too. You know, like obviously in New York, it would be super offensive.
Sure.
That's
you know,
fair.
because it
Sure.
would probably touch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Or like Somerset.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, right. Where people had
right.
had
Were
firsthand,
impacted
like
by
dealt
it,
with
right.
stuff.
You know,
But-
it's so funny is like if you go on TikTok now, it's like all of the all of the jokes that are being made about it. You guys never seen those where it's like this is me selling commercial real estate in 2001, and this is where the living room was, and they hit the second tower. like that's the whole joke, you know. So it's like it's kind of a thing.
You're
at
right. I
this
think
point, so.
there's been enough time. but
100%,
Depending on school. If he's in
And-
college,
And you got to understand too, like was World War II offensive when you were growing up? No, none of these kids were alive when
That's a good
9/11
point.
happened.
Hey,
at this point,
the way I look at it, as long as the kid isn't dressing up like a fairy,
because we want to see we're feminists,
we're good to go.
but we only we don't want
Yeah.
to see men dressed.
yeah,
up
I
like
just don't want
women.
to see. I just don't want to see people dress up like that. I'm with that guy.
Okay, so our next two options are: am I the for choosing my budget over my boyfriend this Halloween?
Okay.
Or am I the asshole for kicking my boyfriend's girl best friend out of my Halloween party because of her costume?
Well, I think we all know which one we have to
Gotta
do.
do number
Because if you have a
2.
best friend and a girlfriend
Yeah.
and they're the same sex,
Good for you.
there's gonna
I mean, terrible idea.
there's gonna be some drama. There's gonna be some drama. Read this the headline
Okay.
because that was actually really interesting. Oh, and also like that's the one to
Yeah.
read for sure.
Oh,
right?
for sure. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So, am I the asshole for kicking my boyfriend's girl best friend out of my Halloween party because of her costume? Hi, everyone. I'll cut to the chase.
Oh, we love meaningless details. What do you
Yeah,
mean?
right.
And it's longer, so it's funny that they say how it starts.
I'll cut to the chase.
I was
7.
born in.
It was a cold October morning, a brisk air.
Okay, I, 19 female, had a Halloween party over the weekend. I invited my boyfriend, 21 male, and a bunch of other friends over, including his best girlfriend. I will call her Agatha.
Let's
her a
not
great-
call her Agatha.
She gave her a great name.
Yeah.
Worst name.
On
Yeah,
purpose.
ruined all the sex appeal.
That was the point.
She nailed it.
We'll call her Agatha.
For sure. My boyfriend and I had decided to dress up as Peter Pumpkin Eater. If you haven't seen the costume, the guy wears
yeah.
a t-shirt that says Peter, and the girl dresses up as a pumpkin because, well, you know. Mike, I'll explain it to you later.
Yeah.
Got it.
Even Alana got it.
Got it.
What does your emu think?
That was
Okay.
an ostrich.
I know, I forgot. Okay, I was pretty excited just because I thought it was funny and kind of cute. Agatha texted me the night before the party and asked what my costume was going to be. I explained the couple's costume that we'd be wearing, and she replied that she would probably just come as a sexy cat.
She's like, I want to dress up as the Twin Towers.
Fast forward to the night of the party, and everyone's having fun. It's a great time. Well, it was until Agatha walked in, dressed as, you guessed it, a pumpkin.
Oh, no way.
She went over and hugged my boyfriend, and I swear the room went silent.
Wow.
I was pissed.
I'm annoyed.
I know.
Yeah.
I asked if I could speak with her privately. We went into my bedroom. I asked why she chose
Just
that
get
costume.
in there, 2 pumpkins are eating each other up.
Peter's going to have a stomachache tomorrow. That's a lot of pumpkin to eat.
Pumpkin meat.
Pumpkin to eat.
Oh, you said pumpkin to eat.
Yeah, they're just there. Yeah, you just see Peter and his face is orange and he's just sick. Like,
You think I said
like
pumpkin
an
meat?
Oompa Loompa.
Pumpkin meat.
Pumpkin meat.
Pumpkin meat. I mean, that is what they call
Oh,
it.
that's hilarious.
Yeah. Wow. That is aggressive
Yeah.
of Agatha.
Agatha, yeah.
Agatha. So I asked why she chose that costume since she knew the details of my joint costume. She said she didn't see the big deal and thought it would be a better group costume.
Oh,
It's not
it hurt.
Peter Pumpkin Patch Eater.
What do you think? No. Yeah, that is wild.
Okay.
Man.
Yeah.
So she said, I told her I didn't think it was funny and I would prefer that she changed. I offered her a witch costume that she could borrow for the night. She turned red and started to yell and that I don't get to control what she wears. I told her that she's disrespecting my relationship by insinuating that my boyfriend and her have sex.
No,
She-
he just.
Not the whole thing.
Yeah.
She just kept screaming about how it was funny and I needed to lighten up. I ended up asking her to leave. She stormed out of the house and I returned to the party. Wow. The mood shifted. I feel like the night was ruined. My boyfriend agrees that she crossed the line and is planning on cutting her off completely.
That's
But a few of our friends are saying that I was being dramatic and I should have let her stay. So I guess I'm just wondering, am I the asshole?
So this is actually a really probably one of my favorite stories.
Yeah,
like, you
that's a
know,
good one.
because it's like it's so aggressively like you weren't the asshole in it because you also gave her an option to like, hey,
Totally.
I have
Yeah.
another costume.
Totally.
But I also have so many questions, so I want you to send me
Right.
this story afterwards
I
because I
have an
want to
update.
follow up.
I
Oh, you
have
have
an
an
update.
Okay, because my thought is what I think is the guy was like, oh, I'm going to cut her off completely, but also I think she, being his best friend, texted him was like, I'm going to dress up as a pumpkin. It'll be funny. Like I think she might have like pre-warned him on this.
Possible.
And what do I know? I'm just German, you know? So-
Yeah, the question I would have would be the friends that didn't think she was out of line.
Right.
Did they know that they had talked the night before? Because if you didn't know, you're like, well,
Yeah, that's
How
true.
was she supposed? She just
Right,
showed up like
that's
a pumpkin.
also fair.
You know,
Yeah.
very
If
festive.
I also showed up as a beer wench, we'd been
Right.
like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Hey, wait a minute. I'm his beer wench.
Yeah, that is. I mean, okay, so give us the update.
Okay, you ready for this?
I'm so ready for this.
It's better than you even think it's going to be.
Really?
I love
All right.
this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the update. It turns out that Agatha and my boyfriend have been sleeping together for months. And they were just really good at hiding it.
No, they weren't.
Yeah.
Not even a little bit.
Subtle foreshadowing.
Yeah.
Until she decided that she didn't want to be his mistress anymore. I found this out when I was at his house hanging out in his room. He was showering after a workout and I heard this vibrating noise. He had taken his phone with him and mine was right next to me, so I couldn't figure out what it was. I opened his bedside table drawer and I found a second phone. My gut told me that something wasn't right. Why would he have a second phone?
Burner phone.
Yeah.
It didn't take me long to guess his password. 1, 2, 3, 4. Really? And my fears were confirmed. There was a missed call from Agatha, and I looked through the messages and found out the truth. Not only had they been sleeping together, but she recently found out she was pregnant.
Wow. No shit.
Little pumpkins.
Yeah. She had a
This was
pumpkin in
the
the
reason she pulled the stunt on Halloween. She was trying to force his hand.
Whoa.
I also saw that he was messaging other girls as well, and I was completely devastated.
Pig.
Yeah.
After his shower, he found me grabbing all of my belongings and putting them in my bag. He asked why I was leaving. I told him that it's because we're finished. I threw his phone on the bed, and he looked like he was going to vomit. He started pleading to hear him out. I didn't want to hear it. He could have all those other girls. I just didn't want him anymore. He followed me out of the house, and he even followed me all the way to my car, tried to block my path. I went over the grass and drove around him and didn't look back. He had sent me a message about how he never wanted to hurt me. He wanted me back, and he was using his work phone to text all of these other girls so I wouldn't find out.
Aw. So he was trying to
So
keep
caring.
Yeah, he was trying to keep her out of it. That was really thoughtful. A lot of guys, they would just use the regular phone and and hurt their girlfriend's feelings, but not him.
Not him.
this
He
guy.
cares.
He used
Not Peter.
She said, oh, yeah, that was helpful. I actually sent his boss a nice little message about how company property was being misused. And then I saw on LinkedIn that he no longer works for that company anymore. He's blocked on everything. I hope him and Agatha have a magical wife with their baby. Oh, and I heard through the grapevine that he got one of the other women pregnant too.
Holy
I'm so
hell.
glad I dodged that bullet.
Jesus.
Peter, dirtbag cheater. What the-
Yeah, you can't have your pumpkin and eat it too. You can't. Everyone, isn't that the saying?
I said it once.
If
I've literally said it once.
I had a nickel. Oh man, this guy's life is ruined, and you were so lucky to be out of his life.
Right.
Yeah.
Again, you were never the asshole in this
Never.
situation because you were like, I will give you another costume. It's not
Yeah.
funny. I don't think it's funny. Turns out he was completely the asshole in this situation the whole time. And that's so rare for a man to be the asshole in these stories.
So
true.
rare. It's so
Every
rare.
now and then, a guy's gonna cheat,
Yeah.
and- but yeah, it would have been funnier if there was a bunch of girls with if they all showed up with
that
pumpkin
would've been
shirts
hilarious.
Oh.
on, and
Like-
like, yeah, Peter likes pumpkin, man.
Yeah, Charlie Brown and the Great Pumpkin. Wow, Alana, this is such an easy one. What
It's
do
a
you think?
layup.
I'm really frustrated for her and annoyed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're frustrated for her?
Yeah.
I'm not because she found
Yeah,
out
happy
now.
for her
Oh
now.
yeah, I
She
know.
found
It's
out
just
now.
like
He's
some
not
people
going
are
to change.
such pieces of shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some guys are terrible.
Some pumpkins want it all, and
Yeah,
some
Oh my God.
want nothing at all.
I can't even pretend to sing on key with that one. So
No,
I'm
it's
just-
funny of all the ways that you would find out and your life would blow up
That
would
would-
be from a Halloween
That's
costume.
hilarious.
That
You
is
know, that,
very
like-
I
Yeah.
wonder if she has PTSD every time she looks at pumpkin pie. Like, someone offers her a pumpkin roll. Fuck you.
Yeah, September,
It's
October, November is not her time.
Yeah, Starbucks is just she sues Starbucks
She's
for
not
pumpkin
loving
spice.
it.
Yeah. Fuck.
That's
She's not loving
hilarious.
it.
Listen, and we're 2 stories into our Halloween edition. If you couldn't tell, we don't usually dress like assholes. This is just
You
what
just
we're doing.
offended the whole German community.
So sorry.
Wow, you're
Yeah.
German.
Serious?
You are
So
German.
sorry. I
Yeah.
meant
And ostrich
no. I feel like I gotta
jockeys.
stand by it. Now.
I think I'm German too, actually.
Yeah.
I think so. I
Yeah.
forget what my
Pierce is
23 and
definitely
me said.
German for sure.
Right?
Well, when I changed her last
No,
name,
British, I'd say.
Yeah,
when I
probably.
when I changed her last name, I also changed her nationality. Like when we got married.
Now I'm only Irish.
Yeah.
Right.
But if you're here right now, you definitely need to be subscribing to the podcast. I don't know how. Comment down below what you're going to be for Halloween. This episode comes out, well, whenever you're watching it, or comment. If you're watching it after Halloween, tell us what you were for Halloween.
Yeah.
Bring the family in. Let them hear these stories. I feel like it's great to educate the kids young on, life and sex and stuff like
obviously.
that. So, that's what we're doing here.
Proper Halloween
community
etiquette.
service.
So also, our Halloween costumes aren't giving away any other jobs that we have. Just to be clear.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
Wait.
This is a bad
no,
way
I
for you
am
to find.
German.
Well, I was gonna say this is a bad way for you to find out that I got a new job.
You on OnlyFans? It's not a job. It's a hobby until you start making money. All right, you're just taking pictures of your butthole until you start making money.
I subscribed.
Yeah.
You have one.
Now you're losing money because it comes out of his check and goes over to you, and then OnlyFans takes a cut of it. I'm sure.
How do people make money doing this then? I don't understand.
Better butthole pictures.
Alana, how's your OF?
How's my what?
OF.
Oh.
Yeah.
like that she whispered.
I don't have one.
No, that you know of.
Yeah, right.
I would have one for my feet, but
Yeah.
you won't let me.
Do we
While
need
you're
to
in
start one?
stockings.
I know. Honestly, this is
Yeah.
probably a good.
Yeah.
This is a good start to our OnlyFans page right
Hey,
here.
these stockings are for sale after the podcast.
Yeah, it's a gateway. It's a gateway.
Yeah.
Drug. Gateway.
I know.
Gateway. It's a problem. Yeah. It
Gateway legging.
You start at your feet and just work your way up.
No, I
I'm
was
just showing a little
stick to
shin.
feet.
What's the big deal? All
I think
right.
my feet would
Alana
do just
said I
fine
would just
on.
stick to feet.
I think my feet would do just fine on there.
I think they would too. We're about to find out. Hey, let us know in the comments.
I have a perfect arch.
Oh, look at her bragging.
There we go.
I do.
We wouldn't know. We can't see it.
Yeah.
Can't see it.
Disappointing.
Yeah.
So good.
What's our next two?
Okay, our
Before
next.
my wife gets pimped out anymore.
Oh, I can think about that arch now.
I'm hungry for McDonald's.
Amazing
Anybody
arch.
want to go to St. Louis? Other arches?
We'll be
perfect
driving home. Be like,
arch.
she wasn't kidding about that arch.
Perfect arch. Okay, am I the asshole for declining to turn my kids' Halloween party into two of the guests' kids' birthday party because their birthday is 2 days after Halloween?
It's official.
Also November. That's Mariah Carey season. At that point.
Fair. Or am I the asshole for allowing my daughter to exclude the class clown from a Halloween party even though most of the girls from her class were invited?
So the class clown is a girl. Mm-hmm. Okay. Typically that role is just like a young dude that just doesn't know humor yet.
Yeah,
so he
no,
just
it's
says
just girls.
super offensive things.
It's just girls.
Then I kind of want to read that one because that sounds like bullying.
Let's do it.
I think kind of so too. Let's see. Okay.
Let's do it.
Here you go, on. You can
Okay.
zoom in if you have to. I zoomed it out just a minute ago. That's why.
Got it. All right. Am I the asshole for allowing my daughter to exclude the class clown from a Halloween party, even though most of the girls were invited? My daughter, Emma, 11, is planning her Halloween party. We've invited most of the girls in her class since they're all pretty close, and she's known many of them for years. However, there's one girl in her class, let's call her Lily.
That's
Wait,
so much better than
That's
Agatha.
such a nicer name.
Yeah.
Let's call
I
her
like that
Agatha.
name, yeah.
Let's call her Asphalt.
It'd be so
Lily-
great if she said Agatha. Sorry.
Lily is known as the class clown. She is new this year.
Aw.
My daughter greatly dislikes her and made it clear she doesn't wish to invite her. I am fine with that. She is in middle school and can pick the guest list.
No.
Daughter sounds
Your
like
daughter's
a
a
bitch.
bitch. Yeah. What the hell are we talking about?
Sad, yeah. Lily's mom found out about the party, I'm guessing from another parent, and reached out to me asking why her daughter wasn't invited when most of the girls from their class were.
Sure.
Most.
She asked me to reconsider and invite Lily to avoid making her feel left out, especially since they are new to the school. I told her that my daughter picked the guest list and she isn't close to your daughter. She reiterated that she should be invited since most of the girls in the class are. I told her no again, and she asked why, and I told her the truth. That my daughter doesn't like your daughter and finds her annoying. That she is a class clown and disruptive, and my daughter doesn't wish to deal with her outside of the school.
Hold on a second though. Like I feel like humor, especially at that age, is a defense mechanism.
Yeah,
You're
for
using
sure.
it to get people to like you.
she's the
You're
new
a new kid at
kid.
school. You're trying to get people to like you. I mean,
Yeah.
I was, the only reason I'm funny today is because I was fat in high school, middle school. Like,
I've
you know
been
what I
th-
mean? Like, I didn't
Yeah.
have, like, I was trying to use that to make friends. Like, that's,
I've been Lily. I've been that girl.
with that wig.
Wasn't
on,
always.
with that wig on, you look
Yeah.
like a lily now.
Wasn't always a good-looking ostrich jockey.
Like-
No, that. Yeah, that. I wish I knew what most meant, though. You know what I mean? Because
but I feel like if it's enough of them where like she knows that it's most and she just moved to this town as well,
Totally.
like it's probably there's more to the story, but like I just had to be like that's a defense mechanism,
Yeah.
so like that sucks even more.
Yeah.
Yeah, the mom called her an asshole, and other parents are contacting me. Some saying I am in the right, and others saying to invite her. So I need an outside opinion.
I mean,
You invite that kid. That's not
Yeah,
fair.
what's
And you
the
tell your
difference?
daughter,
Right.
be nice.
Me.
I know this is someone
For
that you
an
don't have to be
evening.
friends with forever.
Right.
This doesn't have to be your new best friend.
Right. Yeah.
But we're having a party. It would be so rude to exclude her.
For
like
sure.
that's just
Do-
common courtesy.
do what every other kid would do. Invite her to the party and be mean to her there. You know,
also
gang up
true.
on her. It's
That's
your
also
day.
true.
Everyone's going to have the attention and they'll listen to you that day and bully her there.
for
Yeah.
sure. And,
No,
you know,
I'm
it's one of those things too where it's just like, okay, if I'm that like, so I always try to like put myself in like situations like this. We don't have kids, but like I always like think about like if I had a kid and someone's mean to my kid, I would fucking snap.
Oh,
so
are you kidding
hard,
me?
Right? Like both of your sons were probably pretty popular in high
Yeah,
school because
they-
they were good athletes. You know, good, they had a good.
I
Family,
think it's
they
different
were,
for
you know,
boys, too.
Yeah, that
There
is
you don't
true.
get as much of that
for sure. It's not
meanness.
as petty and mean, but like
Yeah.
you know, like I would snap so hard, but also like because we're creative, I would be like, that we're throwing a better party.
Right. You know who's
say
not
that.
going to be
That's probably
invited?
true.
You again, because you are annoying. She's not kidding. You're annoying.
Why don't you find your own party? We moved towns and you didn't get better.
That's why we had to move. Yeah.
I told you it's my job. I'm self-employed.
Would be way better if the mom had called her and was like, "Look, I get it.
Yeah.
She's annoying.
I'll
as
pay for the
But
party.
I just need I need an evening here.
Help me out here."
No, she's that. I mean, the mom is the asshole because also, if you let your daughter make all her decisions, you don't let your daughter make all her own decisions.
Right.
She's a teenager.
Mm-hmm.
You still make decisions for her.
You're
Make
guiding,
this one.
yeah.
Yeah,
Gosh,
make
middle
this one.
school's such a hard time.
It is. It's so brutally hard.
And I could understand not inviting her, but then when the mother called and obviously that kid was upset, how do you say no again? Like, how do you
right.
double down and be like, nah, and then tell her why? Like, that was bizarre.
Yeah.
you
Guys,
know?
I was the kid in middle school that didn't get invited to some parties.
You're still that person.
Yeah. We put your name on the podcast, so
Yeah.
we have to keep inviting you back.
Three of us are going out to a party tonight.
They're like, "Why are you trying so hard? Why are you wearing a wig?"
Yeah, why are you
It's not funny, Kendall.
Mike's wearing a wig too, though, to be fair. So,
Oh, what?
oh, my fault. I thought that was
I first of all, my hair's falling.
alopecia now.
Apparently.
So the
Yes.
mom is the asshole.
Totally.
Yeah.
The lady that wrote the story is not the asshole because the lady wrote the story. Wait, time out.
Wait,
Kendall.
who wrote it?
The lady wrote the story about her daughter not, or no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The mom
The mom of the birthday
of
party.
the
Yeah.
of the
Yeah.
party.
Yeah.
She's the
asshole.
Oh, she's the asshole. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, asshole.
Absolutely.
Just invite the kid. It's
Reddit says not the asshole. I disagree.
Really?
Well, like, don't they put the thing that like is the general
People
consensus?
voted for not the asshole in that.
Yeah, that's what it says.
I feel like, but you get a lot of kids that are like, oh, this, you know, like they don't care about kids' feelings, but you don't realize how impressionable.
It's so
kids are.
yeah,
They're
it scars
so-
you.
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
and the tiebreaker is that she's new to that place, and you're
100%.
right.
She's
She was
just trying to make friends.
trying to fit in.
Yeah.
I never had to move schools, thankfully. But like I always like thought about that. Like you would have a pit in your stomach. Ilana, you moved schools.
Terrible.
I did, yeah.
Yeah, you moved
When
schools.
we, in 7th grade, like I grew up in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and then in 8th grade we moved to Charlotte, North Carolina for my dad's job. And I remember being like super intimidated. And I remember one of the first things someone asked me was, "Were you popular at your old school?"
So
Did you
popular.
lie and
Well,
say
yeah,
yes?
you had to say
I don't
yes.
remember, but
You
I
had to
just
say
remember.
yes.
I
Yeah, but-
literally remember someone
Yeah.
asking me that.
That's so crazy.
Was it-
Because
Do you
that
feel-
person was popular.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Was it hard for you to make friends at the second school, or do you feel like it happened okay?
No, I feel like it happened okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I was always like shy and reserved.
But you're also she was going into middle school, so like a lot of elementary schools probably went to like a new went to a middle school.
that's
So
true,
there's a lot
good
of
time
new
to do
people.
it.
You
Yeah,
know
but I
what
think
mean?
that's when it gets clicky for me.
Well, yeah.
I remember that being like,
Yeah, but there's so many new kids meeting
Right.
though.
You
Yeah,
just kind of
that's
blend. And she
true.
went to a big high school too. Like there was
went
like
to a
this
really
sounds like
big
a
high
small
school,
one.
yeah.
If most of the kids
Yes,
are in the
yes,
class,
this
they're
does.
invited. So like she went to like one that had like you graduated like 1,000 kids or whatever.
oh my god.
Well, imagine like Derek.
Yeah, it was
Like
big.
Derek goes from elementary school to middle school, and there's probably all of a sudden like 7 kids in your class. Now,
Yeah.
You
like,
know?
when did he get here? Whose mom
Yeah.
has a new husband?
Yeah, you had to invite everyone to your birthday party because there wouldn't be enough kids. If
Yeah,
you
we couldn't
didn't.
play flag football if we didn't. I graduated with 214 kids.
Did you?
Yeah.
That's
Something
pretty
like
big for
Wow.
school.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's shocking.
That's impressive.
that. We also have a high school in my home, like close to my hometown, that graduates with 7.
Was that Rockwell or something?
No,
Turkey
it's,
foot.
Turkey foot. Yeah.
Turkey.
Turkey foot. Yeah.
I want to go to Turkey Foot High
yeah.
School.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you would be one of 7. I wouldn't wear that.
You think they'd kick me out?
No, I just think you'd be really popular.
Someone said
Well, yeah, she's the asshole. What does
Yeah.
the ostrich think?
he thought he thinks he's a turkey.
He thinks he's.
I think that looks more
Yeah.
like a turkey
Yeah,
than
how
a
do
be.
you see this part
I
down
know.
here?
Hey,
Yeah.
hey.
And he doesn't have like
I didn't mean to finger your ostrich.
Alana, wait till you see what's under the neck.
If you see ostrich dick, you'll know. That's what you pointed to.
He's like, I'll show you.
That's so funny. Yeah, this is not like a netting or anything like that. That's Mike's wiener into that ostrich neck.
We put a hood on it.
That's so funny. Where do you store these 360 days of the year?
In our basement. Thank God that's the only, those are the 2 biggest
Yeah.
costume things that we have.
So funny.
The
When I
rest-
picked this one up, it was like, what did I do that
I was,
for?
he brought
Yeah.
home the box and I was like, what are you doing?
Yeah, that was a mistake. Yeah. Hey, well, I thought it was a mistake.
I mean,
till
now
Yeah.
it's not.
He's
Now,
like sexy cosplay. We're doing a threesome tonight.
Yeah.
Me, you, and Oscar. I think we have time for one more.
okay, I have one more for us.
Let's do it.
I wouldn't necessarily, this is not like a not safe for work, but it's very interesting and a little scary.
Ooh. Spooky, scary skeletons.
Keep going. Yeah, we need that music for sure.
You know what's
Oh my-
even what? God.
I know. I was going to talk about the aliens that landed in the backyard last night.
Oh.
Between 1 and 2 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, we're
But
going to talk about that, but just not right now. But we're
wants to kill
absolutely
me. I've
talking
talked about it
that.
all
I just
day.
don't want people to think we're weird. I
As
also
well-
wasn't home.
Weird, you're
Cut that part
chosen
out.
ones.
What's
You're
that?
the chosen ones.
I don't think so.
We
Might
were
be.
visited last
Oh my
night.
gosh, we have so much to talk about.
Probed.
Okay, so here's the last.
Subscribe to
story
the
for you guys.
Patreon. We'll tell you about that. We don't have a Patreon yet, but when we do, this is
we
the type of
do.
shit that'll
You'll
be
hear
on
how
it.
Derek was probed in a in an alien.
You know
Derek
what? You
wasn't
know what I
home, it was
found out?
just me.
Aliens sound a lot like my wife.
All right. Am I the asshole for brutally murdering a teenage girl and her mom who refused to give me Halloween candy?
Oh
Yes,
no.
you are.
This is satire, folks. I, age, male, am a serial killer clown. I was trick-or-treating on Halloween some years ago, and I was looking for my next victim when I decided to knock on a teenage girl's door and ask for candy. She was extremely rude to me and refused to give me candy. So I broke into her house, sliced her eyeball, scalped her, ripped her arm off, broke her other arm, stabbed and cut her numerous times, then poured salt and bleach into her gaping wounds.
Ugh.
Eventually, her mom came home and saw her dying, mutilated body. So I murdered the mom and used her severed head as a candy bowl for trick-or-treaters. Am I the...
I mean,
I feel like we need more information.
Yeah.
Like, how rude was the
yeah.
kid?
Were they giving full-size candy bars out to other kids?
Excellent question.
Is there an update?
Well, there were the comments that I pulled out from there. Someone said, you know, you're the asshole. But if she was handing out peanut butter stuff to kids,
Fair.
that's justifiable.
Right.
And then he said, full-size Snickers. And then
Ugh.
someone said, you're wrong.
Yeah.
You're the asshole.
He was, yeah.
Yeah,
He killed
because
him.
they were giving out full-size Snickers. You got to let that happen.
But they didn't give him any.
Oh.
They weren't going to give him any.
Oh, you're
So,
right. Then
like-
that makes sense. Then
So
he's
yeah.
justified.
So if I'm missing out on the peanut butter,
If you're not getting the full size candy bars,
Does it say why she before he murdered her? Say why she wasn't going to give him candy?
You know, it didn't give
Because he was
me
dressed like a clown, right?
that
Like a
detail. Serial killer clown.
serial killer.
Maybe she was scared.
I'll give anybody a $5 bill if they can tell me the serial killer clown. His name?
Oh, is that really a thing?
Yeah.
Oh,
Serial killer.
It.
No. The real one.
is it
The
from?
real-
Oh, John Wayne Gacy.
Wayne
There
Gacy,
you go.
yeah.
You won.
Ding, ding, ding,
I
ding,
thought you
ding,
meant
ding.
like the
John
I
Wayne
forgot.
Gacy. Do you remember that
Yes.
one? He was.
Oh, yeah.
He would dress up as a clown
Yeah.
and do birthday parties
Right.
and lure little boys back to his house, murder them, and stuff them in his floorboards.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then, like,
Yeah.
obviously that last story was not real, but like this is real. And like he would murder them and stick them in his floorboards, and then they would rot, and then he would.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I did a report on him. Yeah.
Book report.
Yeah, and actually in forensic science.
My
class,
my hero is John Wayne Gacy by Derek Knopfsnyder.
How was I supposed to know other people were going to pick their dad?
Oh, I misunderstood the assignment, Miss Thompson.
He's in 7th grade with his 6 other classmates. Chubby little Derek gets up there and is like, my hero.
My hero,
John Wayne Gacy.
I wanna
Actually,
be a-
to be fair, before he got caught, he was Iowa person. He was his town's person of the year.
Like he was a good
He
clown.
was like
he
in
was a good cover. Yeah,
I don't want to say
Waterloo,
the mayor. I know he wasn't the mayor. He was like
a good Samaritan.
someone in like city council or something.
Right.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. And everybody in his town loved him. And then they found the bodies and they just liked him a little less.
yeah. Yeah, that's a character flaw.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So was he a good clown? Did they like him because of his
I
clowning?
think he was at
or-
a lot of birthday parties. So yeah, so he was had to be a pretty well. I mean, if you're in a small town, like work's not hard to find. You know what I mean? Like you're the only clown in town.
the only clown in town.
You're the only clown in town.
Is that how you
That
advertise?
was his
John Wayne Gacy,
yeah,
the
that-
only
that
clown in
was-
town.
That was on
Yeah.
his business card.
And then the people the next year are like, look, pros and cons. He is a murderer.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
he's the only clown in town.
He's the only clown in town.
I'm
Who
gonna
you
I'm gonna
call?
leave a Yelp review because he did kill 2 kids at the party. However, fantastic clown.
You're not gonna believe this
Fantastic
shit.
clown.
He does amazing balloon animals. Like he
His close-up magic is fantastic. Yeah.
yeah. You think that's good? You should see his formaldehyde he's got in his basement.
Honestly, Lily's going to be so happy she wasn't invited to that party.
Yeah,
Yeah, no
that's
kidding.
also fair. That's also fair. So trick or treat,
Woo!
smell my feet, give us something good to eat. We just gave you the best thing you could ever have. We're giving out full-size jars of potato salad for our for our Halloween event this year.
It's expired.
So we're not rich. You know,
Yeah, it's bad potato salad.
It's bad
It's
potato
bad
salad.
potato salad. It's been in the sun.
So if you're here right now, please rate, review, and subscribe anywhere podcasts are available. We hope you had fun with this episode because we decided to dress up and have fun with you because we have been Bad Potato Salad.
And you have been served.
Yes, you have.